Hi friends, in today's video I want to share some rendering techniques with the help of different types of hatching with some examples. This is a basic level of understanding rendering techniques. Mostly we also call as texturing, means adding the surface texture, shade and shadow. These are the three important things to actually add or give life to any sketch or an object, even if it is an objective drawing or a landscape or a streetscape, whatever. So basically we can divide this into the surface texturing, means the texture of the surface of that particular object, and the second one is the shade and the shadow. So this deals with the direction of light and other things. Okay, there are so many pens available in the market. Over here, for example, Artline, we have, you can see there are so many pens with thicknesses 0.1, 0.8 you have. So you have so many 0.2, 0.5. So there are so many thicknesses we use for the what I call line weight. Technically we call it as line weights, and line weights are used to get or give hierarchy. Is one more pen. Usually I use this Uniball I Micro. Maybe again you have different colors. This is nearly 0.3 thickness, and you have a very high grade technical pen, Isograph or Rapidograph SI. So Rapidograph or Isograph is Rotring. For this it is 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, 0.8 and other numbers also you have. And for Rotring you have a Rotring ink, you can see, meant for these pens. You can refill. Okay, the filled cartridges are also available. And why we need so many thicknesses? Since I said for hierarchy, thick line 0.8 is thicker, okay, and 0.2 and others are thinner actually. If you notice, if I draw a line with this, it's a thick line, okay, 0.8. See, if I use a 0.1 line, it will give a thin line, if you notice. So when you draw suppose I'll give an example of a tree, the outline should be thicker and the inside lines will be finer lines. You can use 0.05 or 0.1 or 0.2 also, not more than that. So this I want to demonstrate in today's video, how we use this or how I use with my little knowledge, whatever little knowledge I have. I want to share different techniques, rendering techniques, to add life to a scenery or a scene. For that I am using only a single pen. I'll use I'm using this for this demonstration, Uniball I Micro, and this is blue color. For a change I'm using blue instead of black. So here what we should understand always is, in rendering or hatching, we call as hatch. In rendering we have basically three types. That is, we use a line. The first one is a line, the second one is a point, and the third one is scribble. So these are the basically three most important things we use. For example, I will demonstrate the example of line. In line, we have to see, first thing is, the line can be divided into direction of line. The second one is spacing. The most important thing is the thickness. So in line we have this, the direction of the line you are drawing for hatching, the spacing you are giving, and the thickness. And point is just a point, so a dot or a point. Scribble is something like this. This is called a scribbling. Here also we have spacing, we have direction. thickness is also there. In point also we have spacing, but here point I don't think we have any direction. We can though show a direction. So first I will demonstrate the line. For a line, direction we have, see direction you can have, this is a horizontal line, so it's a straight line in the direction of horizontal. The second one be vertical, and always you notice this is the spacing which you are seeing is nearly same spacing between two lines. If you notice the spacing, it's nearly same. Okay, that you need to practice. The third one, vertical, horizontal, then comes diagonal line. You have maybe 45, 45 like this. Spacing again you need to consider. So these are the hatching in three different directions. If I draw the same, see I am drawing these lines, the same spacing and angle also, they are parallel to each other. If I say technically all lines are nearly parallel, but now what happens is if I start doing the same thing in the opposite direction, if you notice, see with same spacing, but I'm drawing in a direction, different direction. So these directions are in contrast to each other. What happens if I use this kind of cross hatching? Two ways it is hatched. Here this area seems to be thicker than the other hatching techniques, because the space between these lines, the white space or the space of the background, this white sheet is reduced here, because we are drawing lines in both the directions. So the whiteness is reduced and the color is increased. So we got the tonal variation, we got different tones or tonal variations. The same thing can be done in this also. See, I can draw here, this hatching is also a cross hatch like a grid. Again, if you notice, this looks thicker than this because the space of white is reduced because of the excessive lines. So that way we can actually increase the thickness, the darkness, or the tonal variation can be increased through lines only. And there is one more in the same family. In the line family, instead of straight lines, vertical or horizontal or diagonal, there is one more which is like a curve. This is known as a contour. It's called a contour hatch. So these are contour hatch. Contours we use on a curvilinear surface. I will give a demonstration where we use all this. So this is one thing in direction. So this is the first one, direction. Second is spacing. See the difference. It's a very close spacing I am using. Okay, this is a very close spacing. Now second, I am changing the space in between, if you notice, but they are still parallel. So you need to practice like this. And some more space I will add. See what is happening? We are getting different tones from darker to lighter. The same thing I can do like, see, I will get a gradation or grading from dark to light, and slowly I am increasing the space between lines. See, I will stop it here. See, it's giving that kind of depth or gradation or gradient. It's a gradation. Slowly from, can add one more close line. See, okay. So these are in lines. Now it is thickness. Even though I'll demonstrate here. I am using single pen, but by drawing lines next to each other very close, it appears as a single thick line. See, like this. I'll make this a bit thicker. Instead of working so hard, you can buy a 0.2 or 3. They are 0.5 and 0.8 are usually, these 3 are enough. If you buy these 3 pens, 0.2 or 3, 0.5 and 0.8 pens, you can complete any type of drawing using these 3 pens. So this is somewhat like 0.8, I can say. This is around 0.5. This is maybe 0.2 or 3 for very fine hatch detailing. So for very fine minute details, we use this, and this is very time consuming hatch, and it is very great detailing is achieved by using 0.2 or 0.3. Time consuming, but definitely you will like it. The ultimate output looks very excellent and real like. So these are the 3 pens I would suggest. Initially you could buy 0.2, 0.5 and 0.8. If you don't want to do, you buy just 0.3 like this, and you can increase multiple times, you draw and increase the thickness. So that way also you can do. It is tiresome and tedious, still you can do that, no problem. But better you buy 0.2, 0.5 and 0.8 for a basic level of rendering. So we have completed direction, we have completed spacing, and we also have completed different thicknesses for the hierarchy in the sketching. I will show that also, I will demonstrate. Next it is point. Point is also known as dot. We put dots, small dots. So here you can see this one is a dot. Some people call this as pointillism. Famous artists are also there who have done the entire painting using only dots. So this is a point or a dot, or this is also called as stipple. Stippling, stipple, point or dot are the words we use. Some people use stippling, some people call it as points, dots. So it is called a point, dot or stipple. More technically it is better, we call it as stippling. In rendering techniques we mostly use stippling as the word. Here also again, shape, spacing you are there, any shape we can use this, but I'll explain you that with some demonstrations, some sketches I'll make. See here, very close stippling, but remember you need to place only dots, not short or small lines, no lines, only dots. If you notice, I am putting only fine dots, and out of all these 3 types of hatches, this is more time consuming, and you need to have lot of patience to do a sketch or a render in stippling. It's very time consuming than others. Okay, scribbling is the easiest one, I would say. So scribble can be the easiest one. Okay, like this you can do. So you can see this looks darker, denser, and as you come down here, it looks very, spacing I have increased. So what is happening? It looks more whiter. So it is also the form of a gradation or a gradient. The same thing which we achieved in the lines, here we have achieved the same through stippling. Okay, so these 2 are same. This is 1, so this is 2, and this one is, and scribble. This is more finer detail. It gives very fine detailing, a nice impression you will get. Scribble is nothing but, I think that is the easiest thing which I have already demonstrated. See, so scribble for shrubs, trees. It's a simple scribble to add interest and the depth. See, I am adding, I am increasing. Now the spacing I am playing with. See, very close space. It gives more darker shading, the shade or shadow here and there. If it is a shrub or a tree, somewhere some leaves I will show as if like that. See, okay, this way we will do.